All right, look, let me tell you the story, right? I want to say it was back in like 2012, right? I was in the county jail. And, like when you come in the county, when you first come in, I was in East Max. This is when East Max was cracking. When you first come in, you got to tell, you tell people where you from. They come like, hey, where you from? You tell them as far as your gang. You tell them where you from. And if you got some enemies in there, you go to the back, you get down. Right? It was this dude, he was from like some kind of Compton, Peru. I forget what it was. But he was a boxer. He had the boxing gloves like tatted around his neck and all that. Like he was, he used to always brag like, he know how to, when one of his enemies come through, he gonna slide him. You feel what I'm saying? But I guess where he was from, not too many of his enemies was pulling up. Well, none really. You feel me? Because he didn't have no squabbles. Till one day, this dude came in like, oh, where you from? Oh, I'm from Compton, Crip, this, and that. And they're like, oh, bro, we got you one. We got you one. You feel me? So, mind you, he been talking all this boxing stuff like this what he do. So the dude go in there and wash his hands. You got to wash your hands because when you just coming in, you just had to search. You done touched all over yourself. So you got to go in there and wash your hands first. You feel me? So we go in there and wash his hands. And, he go put his stuff on the rack. They go to the back. They go rack the bunks. Rack the bunks is when you go to the back. My bad. But you gotta rack the bunks. That's when you go in the back and you push all the bunks forward, so you can have room to squabble back there. So the dude with the boxing gloves, the Parudu with the boxing gloves, he like stretching and shit, he like shadow boxing or whatever. And man, they get in the paint. So as soon as they get in there, the Compton Crip nigga whoop his ass. Soon as it start, you just start whooping his ass. Soon as it start, boop bop, bop bop. Start whooping his ass immediately, right? More of the story is not what you know, is what you can use.